Did Eric Bischoff make good on the promises that he made to you when you brought that whole roster over to WCW?
Eric really didn't promise me too much. He just got mad at me and he wouldn't let me bring any more Mexicans.
Why did he get mad at you?
Well, Eric was kind of a dick, and he was, I can have a very abrasive personality too. So we were always, colliding. And I think what he hated was that, like, well, this guy isn't even a star in the United States, and he gives me so much shit, And I just wasn't gonna let him get away with some of the shit he did to other people. And so we always
give me an example, like you're saying the shit he did to other people. Just give me one example.
For example, he had told Rey Mysterio that he had to take off his mask. I went in there and I was like, well, why do you want him to take off his mask? He goes, well, because I want to. I go, don't you understand the symbolism of the mask? And on top of that, you would probably do a lot better if you did a match between Rey Mysterio and Juventud Guerrera, who are about the same age, started about at the same time, second generation wrestlers, and they'll have a great match. This is stupid, doing it against Elizabeth's hair. Go, that's bullshit, you dilute it, And so we were going back and forth and back and forth. And he goes, well, at the end of the day, you're under contract, you're gonna do what I want. And I said, I'm only under contract until the day I wanna be under contract, because I can just quit, Well, watch how you talk to me and shit like that. And so I think he was used to, like, going off on people and people being too afraid to say anything because they lose their job. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I always talked back to him. And it wasn't really I didn't think to myself, I'm doing this to be disrespectful. I always just thought to myself, if I let Eric walk all over me like he does everybody else, he'll never respect me or the Mexicans, which obviously he has no respect for them anyways. But so I was always having to fight, him trying to do stupid shit to us. Like one time he threw coffee in Eddie's face, and we were in El Paso, and I remember Eddie was super pissed off. And he was like, man, I want to kill Bischoff. And I go, just tell me the word, and we'll call a couple of homies, and they'll wait for him outside. He was like, no, I don't want it to get there. But I go, bro, just go over there and punch him in the face. And I remember Eddie goes, if I punch him in the face, he goes, nobody will get me off of him. That's how hot I am, And so to me, I was like, well, Eddie, you should be saying this to Eric, not to me, where if Eric would have done that to me, it would have been all over, and Eddie had a really bad temper too. But, I think he did things to people he thought that he could get away with it. You know what I'm saying?